What's up everyone and welcome for that fifth video of the pitching series. And today we're going to tackle something that is also often overlooked. And it kind of aligns with what we talked about in our fourth video. So in our fourth video, we've talked about listening. And today we're going to talk about asking questions. Because the truth is a pitch should never be a monologue. And a very good way to engage the audience and try to align interests and find the right direction to make the pitch as sharp as possible is to ask questions while doing it. So if you look at all the great pitch out there and if you look at all the great pitchers, they all have one thing in common. They are very interactive. So how do they do that? They are actually simply asking questions. It helps them guide the conversation and engage their audience. Whether it is an investor or a future partner, when you ask questions, you turn the pitch into a dialogue instead of a one-way story. And this creates a more impactful and memorable experience. So just to summarize on this, there's actually 3 advantages of asking questions during your pitch. First, it creates interaction. Second, it guides the conversation. And third, it helps you shift control. Because when you're asking questions, it helps you control the flow of the conversation. So just to summarize this, don't wait for the Q&A to start asking questions. Be proactive, start asking them during the pitch, either to involve your audience, to clarify some points, or to kind of align interests. It will keep the dynamics of your pitch and the energy very high. Finally, there's really 3 kinds of questions you can ask during your pitch, and I'm going to give you a proper example for each of them. First, you have the clarifying questions. These are very simple questions just to make sure that you and your audience are on the same page. For example, does that make sense so far? They invite feedback and at the same time, they keep the audience engaged. Secondly, you have what we call the framing questions. The framing question helps you set the stage for what you are about to present. For example, what would it mean for you if I could solve that problem within the next 6 months? This allows you to guide the conversation in a direction that aligns with your goals. Third, last but not least, the testing questions. These questions are very good and very powerful for you to kind of evaluate the reaction of your audience. For example, how do you feel about a potential market for that specific product? It kind of helps you understand how much people are interested in that new idea you're providing them with. So just to wrap up on that video, remember that questions are a great tool for interaction, guidance, and control. Don't be afraid of asking questions. They help you engage the audience, steer the conversation, and keep things dynamic. Well, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one, and in the meantime, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.